This week we have a 2010 Toyota Tacoma. Some cool furniture. An ornamental suit of armor. Tap handles. Vintage denim and military and other vintage clothes. Check out all of these snap front, mainly vintage Western shirts, sweet Pendleton wool blanket, yard-long military photos. Looks like more tap handles. Check these vintage t-shirts, a couple of 87 Van Halen, Scorpions, and more. This old Bakelite case Motorola TV. Old Dog and Suds clock. More art pottery and more and more and more. Military and fraternal headgear. Lots of other stuff too. More tap handles and beer trays and lighters. Look at all this cool Kiss stuff. More graphic stuff and on and on. All coming up in this week's auction. All right, this week we have a 2010 Toyota Tacoma Pre-Runner V6 SRS. This is a Jackson County Public Administrator vehicle. So you pay here, winning bidder pays here, and then takes the receipt down to their office and you get the title down there. No guarantees, warranties of any kind, sold as is, where is. It's a truck. It's a, it's a beater truck. But it's a truck and it's Toyota. It's nice and tight. The suspension. I'll fire this up here in just a second. It's got some a little banged up here and there. And the interior is probably the most freaking filthy vehicle I've ever seen in my life. I know. Not exactly selling it, but I mean, detail place, what, $300? Get it looking like brand new. Right? Isn't that right? Let's see. Back seat. I guess you get the picture. There's like 199,000 miles on it. 199,148. Starts right up. So I think the gas gauge is broken because they said when it came in, we couldn't get it to start. We put some gas in it and because it sounded like it didn't have gas, and then, it started. It sat for a while, and I did have to take this off, and I sprayed a little starting fluid in there, and it took right off. But it's also been sitting for a while, right where it is now, without running, and it just started right up. I think, because it's on the little hill here that, it's getting to the fuel, so. You may not want to drive it home without putting some more gas in it. But, yeah, I mean, that's about it. Nice to have. Nice to have a little Toyota truck. I used to have one, not this nice, but one of those little blue ones. But I loved it. All right, anyway, yeah, let's go inside. What are you doing? This guy here, so weird. I haven't really figured it out. Remote control, sharper image. Whoa, oh! I mean, this guy starts going off. I don't really know what to do. All right, we'll leave him on. He'll start going crazy. So yeah, here's preview video for this week's auction. This week's auction is Thursday, March 3rd, right? From April 3rd, Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. We're located at 1801 Gwinnett Street in Kansas City, Missouri, 64120. We're in the East Bottoms, just east of River Market. I tell everybody to take 3rd Street east out of City Market, like get to Caddyshack and go down the hill from there, then go right at the stop sign. You'll avoid trains. Huge pain in the ass. Let's see, auction night, doors open at 5, auction starts at 6. Then every Wednesday we do a preview, like open house thing. Come by, check everything out. It's from 11 to 1. And then make sure that you're subscribed and that you like and post a comment, something like that. Copy the share link and all that stuff. Let's check in with our friend. What the? Okay. Well, we'll give you a minute. Whoa. I wanted to do something more than that. All right. We'll leave you alone, my friend. Huh? Good God. Okay. Anyway, let's get going. We generally start somewhere down here, so it's kind of roughly in order of how we're going to go in the auction, but I mean, not necessarily, because like we won't start with this, but I'm going to show it to you first. All of this KISS stuff, like album inserts and posters, all this will sell one money, as we say, all one price for all of that vintage KISS stuff. And let's see, over here there's some more like graphic things, different era. Neat. All right, over here we'll get going. Not sure what the deal is with all that. There's some jewelry, more jewelry, knives, vanity stuff, some old comic books. They're not necessarily all old, but okay. Then there's some of this. There's COAs on here, so it doesn't look like there's COAs, so kind of on your own with that. Still neat. Watches. Oh, more jewelry, more jewelry, more jewelry. Coins, a whole bunch of coins. Tokens. Put those over there. Tokens and pennies. More watches, more jewelry, more coins. Looks like some autographs. Oh, there's a COA. Again, COA doesn't mean anything. So anyway, come check that stuff out. Ooh, our friend is going crazy. What are you doing? I feel like I'm talking to Todd. What are you doing? Okay. I can't figure out how the remote works. Well, maybe that. Oh, there he goes. What's that? What's that, friend? For real, freaking me out a little bit, low key. All right, here's some sterling, teaspoons maybe. Here's some little sterling hors d'oeuvre things. I don't know about these. Kellogg's, I think, STP stuff. That's just a mess that needs to be cleaned up. Game Boy with some games. Looks like Donkey Kong and some Mario and something else. Here's some gold, 14K, 5.50 grams. Miscellaneous jewelry in there. Some pipes, some more lighters, and let's see what's going on down here. More lighters, more watches, some funny money, more watches back there, more coins. Ooh, a lot of stuff. Yeah, you just need to come in for preview or come to the auction, check it out. Some silver coins, some more wheat pennies back there. Fun. Art book. Again, our friend flipping out over here. Mavericks, signed bottle. Art and Architecture, William Walton. Kind of fragile. Flash Gordon, 80s. Tootie and Chris, doll case, look that up. And so it looks like some campaign hats and that little fella. Some helmet liners and more. Knights Templar, World War I. Binoculars, magazine or whatever belt, cartridge belt, some BB guns. It's like World War II, like German maps. There's an M1 Garand cut down bayonet. More fun stuff in there. Hopefully I'll remember to get back in here. But this neat like 1800s Milton, and then this, if I'm reading it right, it's like 1600s. It doesn't seem like that could be to me, but I don't know. So some more military stuff, World War II stuff, more watches. Looks like some signal flags, some toy soldiers, more pinup stuff. That's pretty cool. World War II era maps, more World War II stuff. What's all this? Documents appear to be to one person. Neiman's reference book, more military photos and such. A couple of neat old trikes. All right, and over here, some Pyrex and art pottery and a like white porcelain nativity scene, like Hindenburg plate, neat old radio, pennies maybe. So yeah, more art pottery. So cool. Some comfortable footwear. That phone, Dictograph Security Systems, Fire Department, Police Department. Just like a big old heavy marble phone. There's the Dogs and Suds clock. It doesn't seem to be anywhere to put a light in there, and it's running backwards. I'd like to get in on some of that, time running backwards. Guide on, military piece, field medic bag with contents. Change counter, that neat little bulb with the Scotty in it is cool. Some precision instruments. Goble with the box again, those yard longs. Come check those out. Let's hop on over here. So some vintage clothes, World War II, Red Cross, Powerhouse chore jacket, Big Mac chore coat, Vietnam camo, pennies corduroy, Levi's corduroy, another third pattern jungle jacket, Air Force custom short sleeve jungle jacket with the slanted pockets. You know, I believe it's third pattern Vietnam. This guy went on to what, be a recruiter, teacher or something, was airborne. Bad Man Pajama, Asian machine embroidered tape, Nomex, Mew. I don't think I got photos of all this stuff, honestly. Most of it, for sure. Oh, Jesus. Freak. Oh. I think he's getting ready to go off. That scared the living tar out of me. Huh. I don't like him. He scares me. He's going to scare me again. So stay tuned for that. 100% he's going to scare me again. All right, back. So some coveralls, HBT. I think these are female, women's HBT, World War II era. Pressed, like these have been pressed since World War II probably. Button, fly, and some more khakis, and some like maybe paratrooper type. Vietnam era, cute vintage sweater, some cabana wear, another sweater. What do we have back here? Oh, right, there is, he has this neat, like, maybe marching band thing or something. There's a xylophone in there and a snare drum. It's like NBC thing, and then this is actually the good side, like a Seinfeld poster, you know, to like a program director or affiliate. Like, I guess they only got those. Musette bag, kind of, you know, treated or whatever, so maybe airborne or something. Cargo pack, more jewelry. Oof, don't know who that is. Let's see, beer tappers, I guess, since we're pointing this way. Everybody wants me to go slower. You can also look at the pictures, guys, and you can also come in for preview. As it is now, it's probably 7 o'clock. Oh, he's getting ready to go off. Talking Bugs Bunny, look that up. Neat Hyde Park, 81 poster. Another World War I, Doughboy. City Club beer. It's like made from cardboard. Then like these are like gunned, I think, or you know, just rubber head. I think I showed you these in the preview. Van Halen, Scorpions, Aerosmith, and Michael Schenker Group. You get it. So those will be choice or individually. Little stuff there. Oh yeah, this has some money in it. Oh yeah, it's a 3-coin bank. Pretty neat. Let's see, Boy Scout walking sticks. There's Betty Page. Looks like a select box of albums, maybe. World's famous orations. There's all sorts of weird noises down here. Okay, I think these are all 1966. There might be earlier than that. The Barbies and Friends clothes. More like album insert posters, classic rock. Chief Spotted Elk. Vargas Girl. Excuse me. Oh. What's he doing? Huh? That's cool, like cork mid-century lamp. That's our bulb. which you probably don't want anyway because you'll figure something else out with it. Neat Motorola TV, Bakelite case. Be careful picking it up because it'll try to slide out of the back. I just taped those there. Plugged it in, excuse me, and the tubes start warming up, but I didn't really want to leave it on and test it, you know. You can do that at home. Like maybe some stock things, excuse me, sorry, whatever. Quilts. Nice. Really cool 1943. I don't know what college it is, but it says Big 843. Co-champs, maybe. State free throw 43 champs. That's nice. What the? What even sound is that? Let's see. So over here, this is a nice, super clean Pendleton wool blanket. Then there are all of these snap front Western shirts. Most are vintage. Not all. But you get the idea. There's a bunch of them. And there's other stuff too. Cozy blanket. Then there's more over here. I think I need to take some more pictures. I don't think I got all these in the pictures. Oof. Okay. But another quilt. Looks like some like OG 104s. Oh, button flies. What are they? OG 107. OG 107, that one is. Those are super awesome. Vietnam era. More of those. Like paratrooper kind of pants. There's woodland. Like Nomex flight suit. Another flight suit. Holiday Express. I know somebody who worked on that. Levi's jacket. We got something in the pocket here. What do we have? We have RCA cord. It looks like, dang, Big Mac, HBT, Dickies, Lee, and not sure, like more modern. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to hit some more photos of those. I did forget them. Vietnam boots and more down there. That's awesome. Okay, so this little table here, there's like a mirror, a couple mirrors, just, you know, not neat stuff, just kind of regular cool stuff. And we'll roll this up front. It's all the same consigner, trying to keep it all together now, you know. Look at that cute little Singer sewing machine. Nice blender, brand new crock pot. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. Let's walk past this freaky. Eventually, he'll like start full on going off. Okay, showed you all that. Showed you all that. Let's go back here. Okay, looks like flight jacket. 512 tactical fighter, squadron, Navy officer, World War II, enlisted man. Ooh. Big long liner. I'm going with Marine Corps, Navy jumper. Sea bag. Okay, over here, artwork and toys and vintage stuff, camera, Dachshund shoe cleaner, Fun stuff. This is cool. Somebody will like this. Masters of the Universe He-Man game. Masters of the Universe, The Power of the Evil Horde. And then puzzle, like this is in a bag and everything in there, so I assume it would all be there. Empire Strikes Back game. Another World War I cavalry guy, all framed up nice. Oh, there it is. There it is. No? Not yet? Okay. It'll happen when I'm on the other side of the room. It scares me every single time. All right, but I digress. World War II, late war entrenching tool. Little guy there. I don't know what the deal with that is. Ancient Persia. Another yard long. Cool Sony turntable. PSFL1 servo lock. Denon CD player, MCS speakers. Some Asian prints. World War I aircraft with a piece of the original fabric. Another like Navy picture up there. You'll just have to come check it out. Damn, the wind is blowing down here. That freaking robot monkey's got me all jittery. That says 72-inch white DC LED light ceiling fan. We'll take it at its word. Invicta boxes, watch boxes. Each one has carries 6 watches. You'll have to look at the pictures. I don't want to rumble back there to get it out. Art pottery, most of it whole, but not all of it. So like a sink maybe. Bunch of recessed lighting. Nice porcelain pieces. McDonald's toys. Nouveau artwork. Vintage glassware and such. Big sink. That's the kind of sink I like, man. One big freaking tub. Vintage tins and such. I haven't been able to figure this out, but I haven't looked at it too long. But something like, I might get a kick out of this old photo. I know this will be 10 years Monday. You were famous even then. Greg. Come check it out. Come check it out. It's there for you to see. Figure it out. That's just an empty tub. Those are expensive. Some silhouette type things. Very diverse, eclectic area over here. Gary, Kremen, is the artist on both of those. Wish we had the rest of these. I'm sure that's uranium, but that's a fun little thing somebody put together. Okay. Oh. Little parts and pieces and trays. Again, photos and video. I know you guys want it to be a little more, thought out. But that's just not the way it rolls, because we set up the auction, set it up and do it every week. So there's not a whole lot of time for shenanigans. That could be a good box there. There's a machine in there. It's kind of stuck right now. It was here last week. I'm not digging it out again. Let's see. Yeah, if it's you're watching this and you're one of the tell him to slow down people, this video is not going to be for you because Daddy's getting out of here. Bring your ass down to preview. And check out the photos. Which reminds me, I still have to take photos of the rest of that stuff. And then fit them in with the others. More soda fountain pumps. Neat old pennants, like really old. They're kind of, like bugs kind of got to them. They're kind of banged up, but that kind of makes them a little more neat. This will be a good box. Barware. I thought that was cool. Just a little blanket or something somebody made. More liquor related, beer related. Those soda fountain things were here last week too. Nobody wanted them. I don't get it. Sometimes soda fountain stuff's funny. Sometimes it just goes crazy. Sometimes nobody wants it. I guess that's kind of part of doing this every week. Huh. Safe winter driving. Pretty cool. I don't know what that guy's story is. Probably like from a department store maybe. Buttons. A lot of buttons. Another thing. Sometimes buttons go crazy. Sometimes nobody wants them. Damn, that looks old. Another one of those stools. I think there's another one in that house somewhere. Okay, this week I think we're gonna jump back here and we're gonna go back to our old ways. All right, look at this. Pretty sweet. I don't know if it's like IKEA or whatever. Or it's modern. Seems pretty good quality. Fancy. It's a cute little guy there. That little blue breakfast table. Some chairs there. We've got 2 little wet bars this time. I think they're always fun when we get those. That one appears pretty vintage, those chairs. All right, this was here last week. It is again. Again, like I mentioned in the video last time, it has a little broken piece that you need to fix, but the guy who bought it didn't watch the video, apparently. Or look at it very carefully. That one's on wheels, that one's not. Stainless steel racks, then some like regular metal ones. That smoke stand, I think maybe it was here last week too. Corner cabinets, we can sell choice, we can sell them together. Pick and nut, metal shelving, like probably like made in Mexico, like ornamental night. Some bookshelves. Getting kind of dark back here. Cute little drop front desk. Some vintage like director's type chairs. Beach chairs. Here's the back of that wet bar. This one's kind of western-y. Vintage folders. Okay, then let's see, we've got some toolage here. Tools and stuff. Cooler, propane, trunks, boat cooler, truck box, weed eater, walking sticks, freaking ladder now, son, that's craziness. Another truck box, what do they say? Needs a new key. They both say that. So there you go on that. These are cute little pigeonholes, nicely painted. Nice leather ottoman. Couple little pieces here. Oh boy, I guess I should just go into it. Freaking Madame Alexander dolls. Let's go up here first. Marquis Waterford Crystal. I think it's probably like the stuff you maybe bought at Dillard's or something like that. not cheap, and if you look them up, they're still selling pretty well. So okay, and then we go into Madame Alexander land. I always thought these were like, you know, done in the 60s, finished in the 60s or 70s, 80s even. But like, look at this. Desert Storm. He's got his chocolate chip camos on. I guess I should show you all of them. Again, look at the pictures. I took a picture of every freaking single one and every label on the front. So you know what's up. Hey, what are you doing hiding in there, Mr. Beefeater? Okay, over here. I mean, you get it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to show each one of them. So, and then there's some other stuff that aren't necessarily Madame Alexander's here and there. But I mean, you get the scope of the project here. Like every freaking one ever made. I don't know that for sure, but so many. Come look at them if that's your thing. All right, then let's hop back here. Yeah, we should, because we just should. This little rug here, Karastan, 2 foot 10 inches by 5 foot 8 inches. Then over here, that's funny. The person who brought in, they brought in the same person, Madame Alexander dolls, and you know this stuff back here. Like also brought in, like those Van Halen T-shirts and all that Kiss stuff, which I don't think they thought anything about that. These posters, I think they're kind of like classroom kind of posters. Again, sorry about the video this time. These are Shining Hope, MEITO, and there's some copper. There's a Dutch oven. I can't remember the brand, but it's like a newer one. So those will go together. Scout stuff, a weird little chair, baby blankets, like late 60s probably, early 70s kind of era stuff. Then this Barbie case, she was with the other ones that are up front now, but her leg done fell off, so leaving her in there. She's 1966. Some lamps. We didn't have the big bowl, but to put in there, and then I screwed one there and it popped on me. So look at the bottom's lit up there. I like it when they do that. That lamp should do well. A little like secretary or writing desk. I guess this is some sort of little writing desk too. Oh, we just got really dark again over here. Like you put your paper in there and like this pulls out. So yeah, looks like there's some depression glass and more over there. Some sports stuff, some tins. This is Kansas City Comets signed. Looks like they were at Fred Piot's. Then that's a Germany TWA. Moving on over here, on the shelves here. Looks like there are yeah, just all sorts of stuff up here. Little bottles, art pottery, decanter, tools, Texaco trucks, cool, super banged up, missing some wheels though, sadly. Lamps, lamp parts, related, surveying stuff, some sort of scuttle. This is freaking awesome. That lamp, I bet it does really well. I think this has something to do with film, I guess. Monarch Pathfinder. Anyway, it's there. Okay. Over here, more of this kind of stuff. Okay, got a Multivox rack mount analog echo MXD5, then a matched MCS like 8. No, that's like recording, like that, or is that 8 track? Panasonic MCS. Selling the bottles, not what's in them. DVDs, magazines, and ephemera, train stuff, sheet music, a little wine rack with some bottles that are there for display only. But you can take them and display in your home. I wonder what the deal is with this. Really neat. Really neat box altogether. I like little boxes of artwork and old ephemera. A couple of Barbies. Okay, some artwork. I think a lot of this was here. Can't remember if that, whatever, we'll figure it out. Vaughn got back today, so Chad and I were very happy to see Vaughn. So me and him have been slugging it out with some help from Slim and of course Megan. But that's put me here pretty late the past few weeks. That's just fine. I mean, I think I've done a good job of photos and video and all that. Those are cute. Like if you'd go to like an antique mall or First Fridays or whatever they call it these days, these would be like, they'd be all over them. Then these are all embroidered little made things and signed. That could be pretty good. Pretty good. Dr. Mario, Rad Racer, and more. More games. Classics Illustrated. More glass and porcelain and such. Let's hop over here. There's a Heineken mirror. And more of that. I think some of that was there before. We'll need to get that figured out tomorrow. That's a number 5. Just pulled that out of the house the other day. Some old like wedding thing. Crazy. Creepy. Speaking of creepy, what's he doing? All right. And Todd was going to be in the video today, but I ended up having to leave for a minute to go pick up my babies and left Todd in their capable hands. Yeah, nice little fun little box there. Should do well. Stein, DVDs, all this, dang. 981C Regal 3M36. See, those have to go away. Iron, I think it's old. In the 70s, you know, they remade so much of that stuff. And so some of us might not like to admit it, but that was a half a century ago. These used to be a big deal, these Hallmark dolls. More Madame Alexander, another person. Craziness. Spode. More dolls. Mirrors. This chair is really cool. I forget what kind of chair they call this, but somebody will remember. With the lions on it. Okay. More of those Hallmark dolls. Fun stuff over here. People are going to be hanging out all the way to the end of this auction. What? Oh, fun little box there. Keyboards in there. Look at that. Awesome. It's like brand new, vintage, size 6. Tooled leather. Shoes, Benson and Hedges bag. I don't know what the hell that one is. There. The old Nap Sport saw. There it is. Look it up. Thought those were, somebody would like those. When I pulled them out of there, old tools. Light up shamrock. More tools. I mean, this is old as can be. This catcher's mitt. It's got a keystone on there. This is glow peach. More depression, more crystal, more of this and that and the other. Oh, so weird, it smells just like that house does. It's a different house than, well, whatever. I'm freaking full on babbling at this point. All right, here we go. I don't know what's up with this, but maybe it was stuff that was all left over and they just put it all in one box. Photos, ephemera, and more. Paramount Pictures, little film reel box. I think this is the way we're gonna go. I think we were gonna end over here. Not 100 on it, folks, but we've been switching it up a lot. I think there's good stuff down here people are gonna hang out for. Comics, Mad magazines, oil cans, camera stuff, cool scrapbooks, a lot of Elvis in those scrapbooks. Quite a bit of Elvis down here. Military, World War II. Okay, so now this is the part where we go see what I forgot, and that would be these beer trays and tappers. Looks like Vaughn's getting ready for a monsoon. I told him that thing caught the water just fine, and he just totally ignored what I said and pulled all of these out. That's freaking hilarious. Whatever. It's funny. Trays. I mean, that's sweet Muehlbach one. More trays. We're going over here. Going to be some lighters. Some more tap handles. There's some killer tap handles here. Old ones too. That's an oldie. More trays. And yeah, that's it, folks. I'm gonna cut my losses and get out of here and go home. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you preview Wednesday, auction on Thursday.
So telleth, Bender, what hath happened to your body?
I hocked it.
Hocked it? Why wouldst thou do that?
Same reason you hocked your teeth.
Ah, booze money.
I remember my body. Flabby, pasty-skinned, riddled with phlebitis. A good Republican body. God, I love